Hi, it's Mr. Sperling here, just to give you a quick update on behaviour and to keep you involved and keep parents informed as to what's going on within the school. You can see the document here in front of you on the screen, which is Behaviour in Schools Advice for Head Teachers and School Staff. And if I actually scroll down, it's one of the government documents on advice for behaviour. If I scroll down to page 13 here, you'll see there's a section that's quite important in terms of explaining how parents and students can be involved. So if we just hear the role of the pupils is there and the role of the parents. So I'm just going to kind of look through the section here, and this will explain why we're doing this. And we're going to do a couple of videos over the next few weeks just to explain some of the things that we do around behaviour and how parents can support us, what students can do and what staff are doing to ensure that students basically are getting the best that they can out of their lessons. And really what we focus on is that behaviour for learning. So in the section here, it says the role of parents is crucial to helping schools develop and maintain good behaviour. To support the school, parents should be encouraged to get to know the school's behaviour policy, and that's one of the things that we're doing through these videos, and where possible take part in the life in the school and its culture. Parents have an important role in supporting the school's behaviour policy and should be encouraged to reinforce the policy at home as appropriate, and where a parent has a concern about the management of behaviour, they should raise that directly with the school while continuing to work in partnership with them. So that's the whole purpose of this. We want to basically share the information with you, tell you what we're doing so you know what's happening for your son or daughter whilst they're in school, in particular just kind of our rules and everything else. So as you can see on the screen there, you've got all the information to do with attendance, and particularly around our Ready, Respectful, Safe. So last year, when I came to the school, I introduced Ready, Respectful, Safe. It was one of the things I did as part of developing our behaviour and culture of the school. And in particular, we basically broke it down to 6 key areas. Attendance is the first one, and we think that's probably the most important because you have to be in school in order to actually then learn. And as I said before, all of the behaviour will link back to a behaviour for learning. So the first one here is attendance. So we have our being ready, which is arrive to lessons on time, being ready to learn, make healthy choices about personal diet, sleep, exercise to maximise school attendance. So it's making sure they stay healthy so they can be ready every single day. Recognising the impact attendance has on achievement, because every day lost is lost learning, and that impacts on the grades when students get to year 11. And there's a whole section we'll do more on attendance and the percentages and how it affects that. We do assemblies on that with the students as well, so they're very well aware of what their attendance should be. The other thing then to do with attendance is about being respectful. Inform your form tutor. So if there's any reason why a student's off school, it's important that we know why that student is off so that we can check they're okay, we can follow up on that. We need that information, particularly if they've got medical appointments. We need evidence of those appointments so that then we can say that's authorised, or if it's unauthorised for various reasons. That's really important in terms of logging that information down. Tutors will discuss their attendance with the students, so they'll, if they've recognised that they've been off quite a few times, they will have that conversation with them to remind them, because again, it's about us doing our job to support students and making sure that they are in every single day, in every single lesson. And again, that's something you can do to support us at home. And then it's also about rewarding students for good attendance. So we have our termly rewards for those people who have 100% attendance. And we're also looking at rewarding those people who hit the school target as well, because we recognise sometimes people do have appointments they can't avoid. And we want to be sympathetic to that, because we know these things happen throughout our time in life. We want also students to be respectful towards the Thomas Becket Catholic School approach to poor attendance, lateness and truancy. So it's about respecting that, making sure we're in every single lesson, not wandering around the school, not being late to lessons. So attendance isn't just about turning up to school, it's about being on time to lessons as well. We have that 5-minute movement in terms of students have a cut-off. If they're not in lessons within 5 minutes, they will receive a sanction. So we expect students to support that in terms of going to detentions if they get them, but also parents to support that as well. That'd be really helpful if we can ask for your help to support us in making sure that if you use class charts, you can track to see whether a student's been late to lesson. It will come up on the app, and then also you'll know if that student, your son or daughter, has received a detention, in which case you know that they need to attend. So if you see that they've not attended, you can pick that up and support as well. That'd be really incredibly helpful. And then the last part really is about safety, because we're always safeguarding children. We need to make sure that they're safe in school, out of school, and so attendance is important, because if they're not here, we don't know where they are. They should be in school. They need to arrive at school on time and have a positive attitude, leave lessons only when given permission to do so. And again, that's important in terms of students being in lessons, because we have to safeguard them if they're off wandering around. We don't know where they are. So every student has to be in lesson. We follow that up. If any student's not in lesson, we log that on our class chart system, and then we look to find out where they are. Sometimes it could be something really simple, like they're with a member of staff because they've, I don't know, fallen over, injured themselves or something, or it could be for some other support elsewhere. But it's important that we make sure that we know where everyone is at all times. So again, that's something that you can pick up as a parent and support us with that as well. and making sure that they move from lessons swiftly, avoiding distractions, standing still, and then importantly, not just moving swiftly, but we want to make sure they're not running either. So it's that balance between the two of moving quickly but sensibly, and maintaining the last one, maintaining 95% or above attendance record is incredibly important to a child's education, because if you miss a lesson, you're missing information. So that's this week's kind of reminder. That's something we want to share with you about our behaviour policy, and in particular our expectations, and we appreciate any support you can give us in making sure that students meet those high expectations, as seen in our recent Ofsted report, where it says some students unfortunately don't quite meet those high expectations. So if there is a student who's failing to do that and you're aware of it as a parent, please support us. We know that majority get it right, and that's incredibly important that we recognise and praise those students who do those things, and so we'll continue to do that. I look forward to speaking to you again in next week's video. Thanks very much.